everyone, and welcome to beautiful Langhorst Field. We're on the campus of Elmhurst University as we bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse. Tonight, Mark Morrell and his Elmhurst University Blue Jays take on David Neff's Carthage Firebirds in a key CCIW battle in men's lacrosse. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Mark Kruger, and we are going to have one heck of a battle here tonight. The Blue Jays in the home white hooking up against Carthage in the traveling black jerseys. And we are just about ready to get the opening draw underway here. Carthage comes in with a record of 10-4, 3-1 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays 10-4 overall as well. Elmhurst 2-2 in the CCIW. Joey Workman is going to battle for the opening draw here for Carthage. He is going up against Brendan Krause. There is the draw, and ball goes straight up in the air, and it's going to be controlled by the Blue Jays. It's Trent Nyberg, the long stick defenseman, comes up with it, the 6'4 senior from California. Shot attempt by Parker O'Leary, and the Blue Jays retain possession. Glad to have you with us here on BlueJayTV.com. This is going to be a great matchup. Ben Luke is back in the starting lineup, along with Marcus Yandel. Ben Luke, he was under the weather. He had pneumonia and missed the last couple of games. Also out there, Sante Dybowski for the Blue Jays. Noah Mickelson is in goal for Elmhurst University. In goal for the Firebirds, Blake Raphael, 6-foot sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Marcus Yandel gets it up top here to Parker O'Leary. Oh, check that. That's number 23, Brendan Krause. Jake Grebe, number 3. Starters for Carthage, Andrew Johnson, Michael Stell, George Birchfield, Jack Ney, Grant Ballsbow, 6'1 sophomore from Westland, Oregon, Ben Kroc, Andrew Fry, and Jameson Stahl, starting lineup for the Firebirds. David Neff in his 14th season as the head coach of Carthage. All right, opening possession here for the Firebirds. Ben Kroc passes it off here to Andrew Fry. Your league leaders in the CCIW, Illinois Wesleyan, is 5-0. So Carthage at 3-1, and there's a turnover. Bad pass. High pass there thrown by Andrew Fry. So Illinois Wesleyan is 5-0. Carthage is 3-1. Elmhurst and Transylvania are both 2-2 in the league. So if you're talking about the CCIW conference tournament, those are the top 4 teams right now. Wesleyan, Carthage, Elmhurst, and Transylvania. Now, there's a lot of different situations that can happen here. First off, the Blue Jays need to win tonight. That would give Carthage 2 losses, and Elmhurst would have 2 losses. Elmhurst is at Illinois Wesleyan this Saturday. Shot attempt that time by Ryan Swank. First things first, you have to get by Carthage here tonight and then worry about Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday. Both teams, as I mentioned, 10-4 overall. And so this is a key battle. The Firebirds are coming off of a 1-goal win against North Central on April 24th. Here's Nyberg. Gets into the crease there, throws it, and it's going to be scooped up by the goalkeeper, Blake Raphael. So as I mentioned, Carthage coming off a 1-goal win against North Central. Now, the Blue Jays lost by 1 to North Central on April 16th. So that'll give you an idea just how evenly matched these teams are. Fry is holding up top now. Pass to the far wing. Blue Jays in the home white. Columbia blue numbers. As I mentioned, Noah Mickelson in goal for the Blue Jays. That shot is wide to the left. Noah Mickelson has played the majority in goal for the Blue Jays this year. He's logged 630 minutes for the Blue Jays. Harry Meredith was the goalkeeper early on. He's logged 150 minutes. And for Carthage, Blake Raphael, he's logged the majority of minutes for Carthage in goal, 640 minutes for him. Hayden Jones, 142 minutes in goal. Streaking Andrew Johnson, but he couldn't quite handle the pass, and so the ball is going to go to the Blue Jays here. 10:42 remaining here in the opening quarter, just underway. Men's lacrosse, NCAA action here from Elmhurst University. By the way, we do have a halftime score in Milwaukee, Game 5 of the Bulls and the Bucks. And Milwaukee leads it at the half, 60-42. 18-point advantage for the Bucks. Of course, Levine is out, COVID protocol, so it's going to be tough for the Bulls tonight. Hawks are in action tonight. The Cubs are in action tonight against the Braves. Hawks are playing the Golden Knights. But we thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. We should have a great matchup here tonight as well here. Blue Jays and the Firebirds. Blue Jays, by the way, if you look at the numbers, the Blue Jays are averaging 14 goals per game, as there's a timeout on the field here with 9 minutes and 37 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. No score between the Blue Jays and the Firebirds. As I was saying, the Blue Jays are averaging 14 goals per game. The Firebirds are averaging just over 12 goals per game. So those numbers are fairly even. Goals allowed, the Blue Jays are averaging 8.5 goals. They're giving up 8.5 goals per game this season. Meanwhile, Carthage is giving up, on average, 11 goals per game this season. So, again, there are actually 3 teams in the CCIW that have overall records of 10-4. 2 of those teams are playing here tonight. The other team is Illinois Wesleyan. Of course, the Blue Jays travel to Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday. This is the only CCIW game tonight. If you're wondering what Carthage did against Illinois Wesleyan, Carthage played Wesleyan on April 9th in Wisconsin, and the Titans won 24-8. So after the timeout here, the Firebirds in possession here. Ben Kroc scoops up the ball off the ground. Kroc passes it off here to the near wing to Johnson. Johnson works around a Kroc screen. Comes in, takes it. Boy, is he quick. Johnson. He is a 5'9", 170-pound sophomore from Lakeville, Minnesota. And he is just a blur with the ball. He's got it behind the cage now for the Firebirds. No score, just over 9 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. And that pass goes awry as it goes to midfield here. Parker O'Leary trying to put the clamps on it, and he does. And now the Blue Jays on the attack. With the ball, and the Blue Jays now with some substitutions here. Coming off the field is Tommy Smith for the Blue Jays, number 26. Sante Dybowski is going to track the ball down in the corner. He'll bring it up top here to Jake Grebe. I mentioned Ben Luke being sick, coming back into the lineup. Ben Luke is having an amazing season for the Blue Jays. He's got 46 goals to lead the team. He's got 58 points, which is second to Marcus Yandel. Marcus having another tremendous season with 65 points. Marcus with 31 goals. He's got the ball right now, 34 assists to lead the team in assists. Dybowski takes the shot, and he puts it in the upper left-hand part of the goal. 8 minutes remaining, exactly. And it's Sante Dybowski giving the Blue Jays the 1-0 lead. And for Sante, it's goal number 24 on the year. Take another look at it here. You see the pass, and Dybowski goes sidearm, if you will, to give the Blue Jays the 1-0 advantage. Braden King will take the face-off for the Blue Jays here as he goes up against Joey Workman. And it's King coming up with the face-off for the Blue Jays. Here's Luke at the point. Marcus takes it behind the cage. Now he comes back out here in the near wing. Here's Luke. Ben passes it off, and the shot, and now the ball goes to Carthage. So Sante Dybowski gets the scoring underway for the Blue Jays. 1-0. Elmhurst with the lead. And I tell you, it's a lacrosse game here at Langhorse Field, so that means that we do not have good weather. There's no rain, there's no snow, but folks, game time temperature 35 degrees. It is just flat out cold. Ball knocked away, it's picked up by Johnson. Johnson fires, and a save by Mickelson. With the wind chill, it feels like it's 26 degrees. Winds out of the north tonight, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Boy, the Blue Jays just really seemed, although they lose it here on the turnover, the Blue Jays seem really pumped up at the start of this game. Shot, and it's wide to the left. 1-0 Blue Jays. This is the second game of our doubleheader. The women of Elmhurst University played earlier tonight, and they came up short against Augustana. 20-12 was the final in that game. And that one is wide. That one to the right. Game time temperature of the women's game, which started at 4:30, was 37 degrees. Shot by Johnson, deflected. So it has dipped down a couple of degrees at the start of the men's game. They are expecting a couple of rain showers tonight. Let's hope that will come after our game here. Rain or snow showers, right? We're temperatures in the mid-30s, man. Just 5:44 left to play here in this opening quarter, and it's going to go here to the Blue Jays. Boy, both teams are pumped up. Seems like the Blue Jays a little more vocal right now than the Firebirds, but you can tell that this is a high-intensity, extremely important game for both teams. Carthage currently in second place in the conference. Elmhurst tied for third with Transylvania in the CCIW. Here's Ben Luke on the curl. Can't quite get a shot off. Here's Dybowski. Sante flips it to Marcus behind the cage. Back into the game now is Brendan Krause, number 23. He's got the ball right now. Brendan on the sprint, got cut off. Behind Yandel. And now we got a couple of flags, both thrown at the same time by two different officials. Marcus curling out. The Blue Jays should have a free play here. Dybowski This penalty should go against Carthage. It's slapped down and a stoppage of play. 3 officials tonight: Tom Conley, Steve Eckelberry, and Reed Burrell. And it's going to be a man-up situation here for the Blue Jays as Sam Wallace, 5'10 defenseman, he's a sophomore from Bloomington, Minnesota, will take a knee. So a great opportunity for the Blue Jays to get another goal. They lead 1-0 here with 4.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Man-up situation. Luke to Dybowski. Sante comes in, takes the shot, and the save. Beautiful save by Blake Raphael. For Raphael, that is his 150th save of the season. His goals against average is 11.05. Mickelson's goals against average, 8.09. So 2 good goalkeepers, 2 good quality teams battling it out here tonight in Elmhurst. Back into the game, Jacob Hunter, number 32 for the Blue Jays. 1-0 Elmhurst. Sante Dybowski, with exactly 8 minutes left, scored the game's only goal so far. 1-0 Blue Jays. Johnson, boy, does he pivot quickly. And that shot is wide to the left. Carthage with 5 shots. That one by Andrew Fry, 5'10 freshman from Broomfield, Colorado. And now they want to put more time on the clock, it looks like. Currently they moved it from 17 to 20 seconds on the shot clock. 3:10 left to play in the quarter. Johnson takes the shot, and it gets by Mickelson to tie the game up. Unassisted goal by Andrew Johnson with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the opening quarter, and we are tied at 1. And for Johnson, that is goal number 42 on the year. He leads the team in that category. 62nd point of the season for Johnson as well. He leads the team in that category as well. George Birchfield has 58 points for Carthage. Alec Gurn has 36 points. So Andrew Johnson, that is his 130th shot of the season. Also has 45 ground balls to lead the team. Here's Grebe now at the point as the Blue Jays tries to recapture the lead here. Grebe runs out of some trouble. Tosses it back to Dybowski. Sante behind the cage to Marcus. Marcus, such a great assist guy. Sets up his teammates beautifully. The shot. And the save. Shot that time by Jake Grebe. Blake Raphael with a save. Johnson with a nice pass as that shot is wide to the right. Boy, Carthage so quick getting those shots off. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in this entertaining first quarter. And now we've got a violation against Carthage. It's going to go to the Blue Jays here. Both teams at full strength here with 1:48 to go. Blue Jays with the goal from Sante Dybowski. Carthage answers with a goal from Andrew Johnson. Tied at 1 here with 1.5 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Last year, the Blue Jays were 10-6 overall. Carthage 10-4. Dybowski has it on the near wing. Well, pass intended to Ben Luke, and it's going to roll out of bounds. So a turnover for the Blue Jays. Carthage now in control with exactly 1 minute remaining here in the opening quarter. Ben Kroc flips it to George Birchfield, and he gives it to Andrew Fry. Back to Birchfield. Carthage, of course, used to be the Redmen. Changed the name over to the Firebirds. And now they want to change in the clock. We'll see if it's either the shot clock or the game clock. There's 42 and 7/10 seconds left in the quarter. So if that remains true, okay, they put 65 seconds on the shot clock. So now we're ready to go. Final moments of the first quarter unfolding here, tied at 1. Ben Kroc, 5'11" freshman, local product from Vernon Hills. And now he makes his move as he passes it to the far wing. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Good ball movement, although this one gets away, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Blue Jays here with just 4 seconds remaining. Well, Carthage says they have it. All right, it is Carthage ball. Seconds winding down. Johnson tries to get a shot off. He does, but it's after the horn sounds, and so at the end of 1, Elmhurst 1, Carthage 1. Great CCIW battle here from Elmhurst. We'll take a timeout. Come back for second quarter action. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field as we are just about ready to get the second quarter underway, tied at 1. Brendan Krause going up against Joey Workman for the face-off. Mark Kruger, joined by Greg Rosel, our producer, director, our engineer, our audio coordinator. And we thank him for his efforts here tonight. Greg telling me that the White Sox snapped their losing streak. Of course, they've been banged up, a lot of injuries, but they knocked off the Royals tonight. 7-3 was the final. Cubs leading the Braves 3-0 in the fourth. And the last check, the Bulls were losing by 18 at halftime to the Bucks. Game 5 of that playoff series. We thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com here. We're just underway here in the second quarter. Carthage and Elmhurst tied at 1. Coming in and trying to get the angle was George Birchfield, but his shot was wide to the left. Sante Dybowski with the goal for the Blue Jays in the first quarter. It was his 24th goal of the year. That gave the Blue Jays the 1-0 lead, but Andrew Johnson responded for Carthage. For Johnson, his 42nd goal of the season, and that's where we're at right now, tied at 1 with just over a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Birchfield checked at the point by Austin Evans. Birchfield loses it on the ground, kicked by a Blue Jay player, and the Blue Jays ultimately have it. Mickelson flipping it over here and controlling it off the ground, Castaneda. Here's Grebe now. Jake sprints into the middle, takes the shot a bit high over Blake Raphael. Evans comes out of the game. Trent Nyberg comes out of the game. Dybowski back in along with Kraus. Blue Jays working it behind the cage. Here's Ben Luke at the point. Kraus getting free, taking the shot, and it's off to the left. Just over 2 minutes have gone by here in this second quarter. Tied at 1, Carthage and Elmhurst. Key CCIW battle, as I mentioned earlier. Grebe takes the shot. He goes over his shoulder for the little dinker, if you will. And Grebe gets the goal, his 19th of the season. It comes with 12 minutes and 44 seconds to play here in the second quarter. You see Grebe kind of relate that to like a hook shot in basketball as he as he gets the hook shot to go, if you will, as the Blue Jays recapture the lead 2-1 on the goal by Jake Grebe. So we go back and forth now. Blue Jays were up 1-0. Carthage tied it. Blue Jays now recapturing the lead at 2-1. And the Firebird, well, I thought they had possession, but it came out of his stick. They're still battling for it. And it looks like the Firebirds are going to scoop it up and come away with it. Firebirds in possession. Oh, as they turn the ball over, a high pass. Jack Nye couldn't quite handle it, and so on the unforced turnover, Blue Jays on the attack, now leading 2-1. Luke takes the shot, and a nice save by Blake Raphael. Raphael flips it over here to Notney. Jack brings it up here to the near side, and now brings it back to the goalkeeper, Raphael. Firebirds now on the attack. And they'll set it up at the point. And we've got an injury and a whistle and a stoppage of play here. With 11:44 left to play, you see the injured Blue Jay down on the turf right at about the 25-yard line. And I believe, well, trying to get a number. I know it's 3 is the first number of on his jersey. That might be Ryan. It's either Ryan or Jacob. And boy, they're attending to that right leg, trying to stretch it out. Let's hope that it's just a cramp, that it's not too serious. Again, game time temperature of 35 degrees out here. And he is trying to stretch that right leg out. Now he's coming up under his own power, and it looks to be Camerata, Ryan. As we get in a close-up there. Yeah, it is Ryan Camerata, number 31. He's a 5'10 senior defenseman from San Diego, California. And the good news is he's coming off under his own power. The bad news is He's coming off pretty slowly, and he's limping pretty noticeably. He is a key defensive player for Coach Morrell's Blue Jays, and he is definitely taking his time coming off the field. Jacob Hunter comes in for him, number 32, as there you take a good look at Ryan there in the lower left-hand part of your monitor. You see how slowly he's walking off the field, not bending that right knee at all. So let's hope that Ryan is going to be okay, and then he returns into the Blue Jay lineup tonight. All right, so back to action. Firebirds with the ball here. Johnson scoops it up. Well, I thought he scooped it up. He dropped it, and it's picked up by Tony Marbs. Marbs on the sprint as he clears it for the Blue Jays. Marbs, another good defenseman for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst, I mentioned losing to North Central. There's a shot and a save, a shot by Ben Luke. Blue Jays coming off of a 12-7 win up in Rock Island against Augustana on April 23rd. That coming after they lost at North Central 9-8. Definitely a playoff feel for this game here tonight. If you've just logged on, it's 2-1 Blue Jays here with 10:47 to play here in the first half. Taking the shot, Ben Kroc, and the save by Mickelson. Mickelson earlier this season, CCIW Defensive Player of the Week for his efforts. Ben Luke, he was the CCIW Offensive Player of the Week earlier this season as well. Boy, Ben Luke, before he got sick, having an All-American type season. He's got 46 goals so far this season for the Blue Jays. Dybowski turned, not a very good angle that time, and it's going to go out of bounds. 9:48 remaining here in the first half. Yandel to restart, Marcus. Flips it to Ryan Swank. High pass. Grebe tracks it down for the Blue Jays. Jake runs into a teammate, lost it. Now here comes Carthage. Firebirds on the dead sprint. And a shot and a save by Mickelson. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go to Carthage. I believe it went off of Tommy Smith. Oh, they're giving the ball to the Blue Jays. Okay. So they flip the ball back to Mickelson. And Brendan Krause, number 23, checks back in for the Blue Jays. Marcus takes the shot from the far wing, wide to the left. Krause back in now. Parker O'Leary setting up behind the cage. Chase Krolek in there as well, number 22. Yandel was about to pull the trigger, but he lost control of it. He saves it, and he saved it to a teammate. Good effort by Marcus. Blue Jays retain possession. Oh, they throw it out of bounds. Blue Jays turn it over here to Carthage with 8 minutes and 27 seconds to play here in the half. Oh, actually, the ball goes to Elmhurst. It was deflected off of a Firebird defender, so that's the reason why the Blue Jays retain possession. 22 on the shot clock. $15 now on the shot clock. Ball on the turf. And it's going to go out of bounds to Carthage here. Exactly 8 minutes remaining here in this first half. Low-scoring affair. Real good defensive battle tonight. 2-1 Blue Jays. Under 8 to go here in the first half. Andrew Fry in possession of it, number 45. Whistle and a violation against, or a time. I think a timeout, yeah. Timeout taken by Carthage here. 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in this first half. Timeout taken by David Neff, the head coach of Carthage, now in his 14th season as the head coach of Carthage. And, of course, Mark Morrell, now in his 10th year, has guided this program from the beginning. 2019, Coach Morrell guided the Blue Jays to their first ever CCIW tournament final. A year before that, in 2018, Coach Morrell was the CCIW Coach of the Year. And I tell you what, he has surrounded himself with a great coaching staff. Mac Harden, former great player here at Elmhurst, and Quinn Stokes. Stokes, a great player for Coach Morrell as well, and Tyler Hall, the assistant coach as well. I tell you what, those three assistants, along with head coach Mark Morrell, and you've got yourself an all-star lacrosse lineup. Mac Harden also helping out at the high school level, helping out the Fenwick Friars. Talking to Mac Harden's dad a little while ago. Mr. Harden telling me that Mac helping out with Fenwick's lacrosse program. Boy, what a player Harden was here at Elmhurst University. Tremendous, tremendous season. Holds a number of Blue Jay records. Quinn Stokes, great defenseman. There's a shot by Andrew Johnson, looking for his second goal of the game, but it comes up high and to the left. 7:15 left to play here in the half. Oh, a little shovel shot that time by Ben Kroc. Mickelson comes away with it. Mickelson passes it to Castaneda. Blue Jays work it down the field on the far sideline. Leading 2-1. Dybowski and Grebe with each of the goals for the Blue Jays. Here's Parker O'Leary at the point for Elmhurst. And now it's Grebe. And Jake will play it to the far wing. Sante Dybowski trots back into the game here for the Blue Jays. He's got it now on the near wing. Up top is big number 42. That's Ethan Stepanek. 6'6", 220-pounder out of Providence Catholic. Luke spins, shoots, and that one is wide. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of this first half, Stepanek. Boy, he is tough to push around, I'll tell you that. Luke takes another shot, and the save that time by Raphael. Blake Raphael, a 6-foot sophomore goalkeeper. Noah Mickelson in goal for the Blue Jays. Two of your better goalkeepers of the CCIW. Here's Andrew Johnson. Andrew flips it over to George Birchfield. 5.5 minutes remaining. 2-1 Blue Jays. Birchfield passes it back out. Johnny Lane, number 22 for Carthage. Nothing there for Birchfield. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Carthage behind the cage. Michael Stell has it, number 3. Stell, not sure if that was a pass to Johnson or a shot. I think he meant to shoot that one. Wide to the left, Carthage retains possession. 21 on the shot clock. 5 minutes to go in the half. Johnson works it behind the cage. Johnson, boy, you got to know where he's at everywhere. There's a shot and a goal to tie the game up as it gets by Mickelson. Looked like that was Andrew Fry, number 45, with 4 minutes and 41 seconds to play. Here in this first half, we are tied at 2. Second tie of the game. We were tied at 1. Now we're tied at 2 as we go back and forth. 4:41 left to play. Blue Jays officially win the draw. Getting it across. And now the Blue Jays, as they try to take the lead back for the third time. Led 1-0 and led 2-1. Parker O'Leary picks up the ground ball. Beautiful pass into the crease area, but not getting the goal that time was Jacob Hunter. Boy, Jacob had a golden opportunity. He was just a meter right in front of Raphael, and he couldn't get it in. Unfortunate for the Blue Jays. And now Carthage on the attack as we are under the 4-minute mark of this first half, tied at 2. Ben Kroc takes the shot and he scores. Wow, Ben Kroc with his 20th goal of the season as he gets it by Mickelson with 3:32 left in the first half. And for the first time tonight, Carthage takes the lead. You'll see Kroc take the shot right at the 20-yard line. Boy, oh boy. So it's 3-2 Carthage. In there to take the face-off, Brendan Krause for the Blue Jays and Joey Workman of Carthage. And Workman comes up with it as the Firebirds win the draw. 3:24 left. 3-2 Carthage. And you just have to figure that this one is going to go down to the wire. The Blue Jays this season, they lost their first 2 games of the season. As the Firebirds turn it over, they throw it on the bounce. Blue Jays lost their first 2 games of the season to 2 very good teams. Center College in Kentucky, and then Hope here at Langhorse Field. So they were 0-2. But then they rattled off 9 straight wins and were 9-2. But then they lost twice to Transylvania, and then they lost in Naperville to Coach Jay Farrell's Cardinals. But then they beat Augustana on the road on April 23rd, 12-7. So they are 10-4 overall. Just like Carthage. Just over 2 minutes remaining now. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Dybowski shoots and scores. Sante Dybowski with his second goal of the night. He goes low left. And just like that, the Blue Jays have tied the game up at 3. For Sante Dybowski, that is goal number 25 on the season. There's the tail end of it, and he celebrates with his teammates. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in the first half, and we are tied at 3. Firebirds win the draw. We are exactly at the 2-minute warning of this first half. Back into the game now, Ben Kroc. Kroc scored the 3rd goal of the night for Carthage. He's got the ball now. And he's going to flip it to George Birchfield. Birchfield right around midfield. Coming up to set a screen, Joey Workman. Kroc takes the shot, and it's high. Tied at 3, Carthage and Elmhurst. 1.5 minutes left. First half. Johnson works it behind the cage. Here's Kroc coming around to try to get an angle, but he lost it on the ground. Scooping it up off the ground. Castaneda had it, but lost it to Johnson. Johnson makes the move and passes it out to the far wing. Now they've got it to the point. Birchfield. Birchfield with a quick peek at the clock. And now Kroc will bring it back out. Under a minute to go. Kroc passes it up top here. Nice catch by Birchfield. Shot and a save by Mickelson. Fry with the shot. So now the Blue Jays with an opportunity here. Shot clock turned off. 35 seconds to play in the half. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get a good shot off here. Tied at 3. Marcus behind the cage. Comes out. Now he goes back behind it. Passes it. Oh, and that pass to Ben Luke. Ben couldn't quite handle it, and it rolls out of bounds. 18 seconds to play in the half. Carthage in possession. Birchfield now. Carthage going behind the cage. And the save at the buzzer by Mickelson. So we have played one half of CCIW lacrosse here from Langhorse Field. A really entertaining first half. And we're tied at 3 between the Blue Jays and the Firebirds. We'll take a timeout and come back for third quarter action as you are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, You must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
My name is Michael. I'm a senior here. I study special education and I'm a first-generation college student.
My name is Lauren Berryhill. I'm a junior and I'm a music education major.
My name is Sarah Jean Dickey. I am a double major in mathematics and computer science with a minor in Spanish, and I'm a senior.
My name is Randy Morales. I'm a freshman and I'm a psychology major.
I transferred to Elmhurst because I like the small class sizes and I really value that professor-student relationship that I knew that I was going to get here.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst. They just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow, and I felt like I would be comfortable coming here, but also be pushed in so many ways to grow and become better.
I already knew some people who went here, and I'd visit a couple of times just to hang out with them. I just really liked being around them and being here. And the campus itself is absolutely beautiful.
My sister did go to school here as well. I kind of already knew the campus a little bit, knew it was a great school. I'm glad I chose Elmhurst because it was probably the best place for me, and it was the best monetary decision as well.
When I first transferred, I lived in apartments, but now I live in Stanger, and I really couldn't picture it any other way. Like, I love being on campus. There's just something about rolling out of bed and going to class that I love.
I started out in Chick my freshman year here. I moved to Niebuhr halfway through. I lived in Chick my sophomore year as well, and I've been living in an on-campus house on Myrtle for the past 2 years, and I love it there.
I've actually only lived in Cureton Hall all 3 years. I really could stay there my 4th year and be fine.
I love the community that it brought, that you were one room away from your friends, you were eating dinner on campus together almost every night, and just that there were different opportunities within the residence hall.
A day in the life is pretty hectic. Most music ed majors, their classes are in the mornings and then their ensembles are in the afternoon. So I'm pretty much boom, 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 thing to thing to thing.
I'm a morning person, so whether I have class in the morning or not, I like to wake up a little bit on the earlier side.
So I'd wake up at 5:30, practice, eat breakfast quickly, go to my 9 a.m.
Probably have class till around noon, and depending on the day, I'll probably head out to the local middle school to take some time with my students there, go to the library to do some homework, and then I also work at the library.
Get out of class, go home, change, go directly to work.
I'll usually have work later in the afternoon, and then eat dinner, maybe do some more homework, watch a movie.
Get a dinner or some snacks at the Roost, and then head back to my dorm to do some homework and head to bed.
Usually I spend time with my friends at night, and that's when I get to catch up on what's going on.
My favorite place on campus is on the 3rd floor of the education department. It's the best place to study with the best view.
I have 2 favorite places on campus. One is my house, but I also love the conference room in Daniels.
My favorite place would be the cafeteria.
Sitting in Founders, I love to sit at one of those tables and do homework. You can be in there to have fun, you can be in there to study, and the vibe can be whatever you want it to be.
Out of the 4 classes that I took this past semester, my favorite class was acting. The professor was Dr. Tony Noyce. He is such a character. He's so awesome to be around. It was such a fun experience.
And my favorite class was probably linear algebra with Dr. Crawford. It was part theory and part computation, which I really liked how it pulled those 2 concepts together. And Dr. Crawford is just an amazing teacher. I've had her almost every semester since I've been here.
Post-colonial theory with Dr. Janice Lively, and that class had me thinking about it like all day.
Music theory class, which is probably an interesting choice because it was at 8 a.m. every single day my freshman year, both semesters, which no one likes 8 a.m.s in college. My professor, Mr. Streeter, is incredible, and my class became more of a community than anything. It was a really nice way to come into college, and honestly, my best friends came out of that class. One of my favorite activities is the honors program. I've been involved with it all 4 years that I've been on campus here. I'm also involved in Alpha Phi Omega here on campus. You do a lot of service in the community. You get to build relationships with people in the organization, and you get to do a lot of leadership activities. I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus, all the choral ensembles, the vocal ensembles, and I loved being in late night blues, vocal jazz. We just had a lot of fun and really bonded with each other. I'm also a member of Phi Mu. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back to others that need it. My favorite organizations that I've been a part of is definitely the Black Student Union, because I really like what they're doing for the campus overall and the social justice issues that they're pursuing on campus.
I'm pretty much just involved with running. I'm really proud to be a Blue Jay because it's an amazing community. Blue also looks really nice when we're running, so it's awesome.
Love being a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. It's really great because I get to give tours to all these potential students, whether they're first years or transfers.
I'm a CA for the ELSA students, which basically means that I live in the dorms that they also live in to provide any extra support that they might need. And I'm really proud to be part of this program, especially because it's one of the few in the country. And it's awesome because I work with students with disabilities in classrooms, and they always ask me, oh, can I go to Elmhurst? And I can say confidently, yes, you can go to Elmhurst.
When I cross the stage at graduation, I'll be most proud of all the research that I've done. I didn't come into college with the intention to do that. I fell in love with the idea of research and the process of doing research.
It's just incredible to look back and think that Elmhurst has done so much for me already, and I think that's what I'll be most proud of, to think just who I've become and who I want to be still.
I think what I would remember most fondly are obviously my friends that I've made.
Making memories with those friends in really interesting places that normally wouldn't be so exciting, but they are because you love each other and you get to know each other so well.
Between the professors and the friends that I've made, I think that will stay with me the rest of my life.
People who give back to Elmhurst, you're not only helping me, you're helping my family grow as well. Me graduating college and being the first one to graduate means that hopefully others in my family, like my nephews and nieces, can see that and want to come to a school like Elmhurst.
So when you give money to Elmhurst, you're giving these students the experience of a lifetime and the ability to become who they're meant to be.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to change our lives.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field. We are underway here in the third quarter. Winning the draw, the Blue Jays, tied at 3. Mark Kruger delighted to bring you NCAA Division III lacrosse action, the Elmhurst University Blue Jays and the Firebirds of Carthage. Carthage in second place in the CCIW. The Blue Jays tied for third with Transylvania. Illinois Wesleyan on top of the conference at 5-0. Sante Dybowski had 2 goals in the first half for the Blue Jays. Andrew Johnson had a goal along with Andrew Fry and Ben Kroc. Meanwhile, the other goal for the Blue Jays, other than Sante Dybowski, was Jake Grebe. Ben Luke had the assist on Grebe's goal. Sante Dybowski's second goal with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the first half, he was assisted by Marcus Yandel. So we're tied at 3. Carthage with 21 shots in the first half, Elmhurst 19. Ground balls in the first half, Elmhurst had 9, Carthage 6. Face-offs, interesting. The Blue Jays won all 3 face-offs in the first period. Carthage won 4 of the 5 face-offs in the second period. Shot and a save. Shot by Ben Kroc, and Mickelson with the save. Mickelson's 6th save of the night. Blake Raphael had 9 saves in the first half for the Firebirds. There was 1 penalty in the first half, came in the first period. Sam Wallace, a 1-minute slashing penalty. Blue Jays could not take advantage of the man-up situation. Violation here, and it's going to go to Carthage. And this is the goalkeeper, Raphael, bringing it up and passing it off to Birchfield. Birchfield to Johnson here in the near wing. So the guys, the top leaders for Carthage, they're the ones that have scored tonight. Blue Jays now on the attack after the turnover. Ooh, Marcus couldn't quite handle it. It was a bad pass. Birchfield picks it up, gets the ground ball, passes it to Johnson. Regular season game, so if this thing does end in a tie, there would not be any overtime situations. It would just end in a tie. Birchfield takes the shot and the save by Mickelson. Noah Mickelson coming up with a huge save. 11:41 left to play here in the third. By the way, the Bulls trailing the Bucks at the end of 3, 91-68. So it looks like the Bucks are going to end that series in 5 tonight. Cubs shutting out the Braves in the 5th inning, 3-0. And the Sox beating the Royals tonight, 7-3. Ben Luke goes over his left shoulder to take that shot. 3-1 Cubs, by the way, in the 5th inning. Hawks and the Golden Knights. Hawks lead it 2-1. And in the 4th quarter, it's a 20-point lead for the Bucks. Turnover. On the attack come the Firebirds. Carthage passing it to Johnson here on the near wing. A bunch of substitutions for both teams. Coming into the game, number 32, Jacob Hunter for Elmhurst. Coming out from behind the cage, Michael Stell. And now he retreats back as he works around an Alec Gurn screen. Carthage very quick in passing around the perimeter. Setting up that shot and a goal. Here on the near wing is George Birchfield. And Birchfield gives the Firebirds a 1-goal advantage. And for Birchfield, that is goal number 36. Boy, Birchfield was wide open and really took his time and got set up and took that one. So Birchfield's goal gives Carthage the lead, 4-3. 10 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the third. Braden King wins the faceoff for the Blue Jays. Oh, Braden has it knocked away from behind. Picking it up was Birchfield. Carthage very aggressive defensively, just pounding on the stick of King, and he lost it on the ground, and Carthage picked it up. Carthage dominating the time of possession here in this third quarter. Still early, though, 9.5 minutes left. Here in the third, the Firebirds lead it by 1. And they've got the ball now. Taking the shot is Nye, and Andrew Fry is wide to the right. Fry has a goal for the Firebirds. Johnson with a pass, goes down to the turf, scooped up by the Blue Jays. Like that was Tony Marbs coming away with it for Elmhurst. Carthage goals tonight, Andrew Johnson, Andrew Fry, Ben Kroc, and also George Birchfield. Ball on the ground again. Into the air. Now it bounces once. And rolling around. Boy, right in the crease area, right in front of Raphael, and he covers up. Outlets it to the far wing. Here come the Firebirds, leading 4-3. And now they're going to slow it down a bit. And a timeout taken here by Carthage. A good timeout. They are in possession, and they've got a 1-goal lead. And so Coach Neff wants to talk things over and wants to make sure that his club is on the same page on this offensive possession. George Birchfield with the only goal so far of this third quarter. It came with 10 minutes and 9 seconds to play here in the third. That gave the Firebirds a 4-3 advantage. Again, for the Blue Jays, the men's team, they'll finish up the regular season this Saturday down in Bloomington against Illinois Wesleyan. That is a 1 o'clock start. And again, Wesleyan and these two teams playing here tonight, all three are 10-4 overall. Wesleyan is 5-0 in the league. Carthage is 3-1 in the CCIW. Elmhurst 2-2. The two losses for the Blue Jays, North Central and Transylvania. Their two conference wins coming out against Augustana and Carroll. All right, here we go. Firebirds with the ball as we approach the 8-minute mark of the third. Taking the shot and scoring is Joey Workman. So Workman, who takes the draws, scores the goal, and it's now 5-3. Biggest advantage for either club, a 2-goal lead for the Firebirds, 5-3. Joey Workman, he's a 5'9" freshman from Bloomington, Minnesota. And he's going to take the face-off here for the Firebirds as he's going up against King. Oh, check that. That's Krause back in there. Brendan Krause taking the face-off for the Blue Jays. But Carthage wins the draw. Blue Jays need a stop here. Boy, they need to get the ball back. And Carthage has had the ball most of this third quarter. Here's Fry as he throws it back up to the point to Ben Kroc. As the Firebirds take it behind the net here. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Shot is a bit high. Johnson will restart it behind the net. Johnson makes the move here to the near side, looking to pass, and he does to Kroc. Back now to the point area. Shooting, and the save by Mickelson. Boy, that was a quick catch and shoot by Andrew Fry. Mickelson with the save. Blue Jays in possession now, trailing by a pair here. It's going to bounce over here to the near side to David Castaneda. Castaneda flips it over to the middle of the field. Austin Evans couldn't handle the catch. And now the ball's down on the ground, and it's picked up by the Firebirds. Firebirds on the attack. Johnson goes down low, saved by Mickelson. Johnson trying to track down the ground ball in the corner. Slaps at it. The Blue Jays come away with it. And a Blue Jay player goes down on his stomach. And Carthage has it. They shoot and score. No, it's wide. What's the... No, they missed it. Wide to the right. Right to the wide. I thought that went by Mickelson, but it did not. Shot by Michael Stell, by the way. And the Blue Jays have it. Again, down by 2. And the way this game has gone, a 2-goal lead is huge. 5-3 Carthage. Blue Jays with the ball. Castaneda comes up with it for Elmhurst. He passes it off to Chase Krolik. Krolik, nothing there to Yandel. Marcus to Luke. But Carthage has done a nice job defensively, making some adjustments. Marcus and Ben Luke, and really the rest of the Blue Jays have been quiet here in this third quarter. Of course, they haven't had the ball that much either. Now here's Luke, passes it off. Krolik reverses his direction, and he shoots it wide to the left, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Dybowski takes the shot off the right post. Dybowski gets it right back, and he'll retreat, flip it to Ben Luke. Oh, my. Dybowski almost with the hat trick. Here's Luke curling around. Flips it up to Dybowski. Sante takes the shot, and it's wide to the right. Still 5-3 Carthage. 4:25 left. A chilly night here in Elmhurst. Krolik takes the shot, and it's good. A goal by Chase Krolik. 6'1" freshman from Plainfield. Went to St. Rita, former Mustang. And his goal brings the Blue Jays to within 1. Look at it from the point. He really wound up. Nobody closing out on him. So with 4:17 left here in the third, the goal by Chase Krolik, and the Blue Jays are within 1. King and Workman on the draw, and this one's going to go to the Blue Jays. So Elmhurst wins the face-off, and now an opportunity for the Blue Jays to tie this one up. Jake Grebe. Grebe has a goal. It came early on in the second quarter. Ben Luke with the assist on his goal. He's got the ball, and he flips it to Stepanek. Sante takes it behind the net. Marcus comes out. Sante now goes behind the net. He pivots, comes out here to the near wing. Marcus passes it to Stepanek. Stepanek takes the shot and the save. Great save by Blake Raphael. Cannot clear it though. And now the ball is going to go to the Firebirds. Man, great opportunity. Stepanek had a nice shot on goal. As he comes out of the game right now, back in the game is Tommy Smith for the Blue Jays. Now some pressure by the Blue Jays as they drop back. 5-4 Carthage. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the third period. Here's Alec Gurn, number 40. He's a 6'1" sophomore from Barrington, Illinois. Went to St. Viator. Blue Jays back in his zone. Now they step up and take a man. Shot by Andrew Fry is off. Fry already has a goal, a freshman, in tonight's game. Again, both teams 10-4 overall. Boy, this has really been a thrilling, entertaining game. And the Blue Jays, here's a shot by Fry and a save by Mickelson. And Mickelson will flip it out here to Castaneda. Blue Jays will have another tough battle on Saturday when they head down to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. Ball down, and Mickelson will sprint out of there, the goalkeepers. He passes it to Grebe and runs back into the goalkeeping spot. Grebe lost control. And now the Firebirds on the attack. Here's Kroc. Nice pass to Johnson, and Andrew Johnson with the goal for the Firebirds. Boy, they came down quickly. And Johnson scoring his second goal of the night and his 43rd goal of the season. Look at how quickly the Firebirds get downfield. And they're going to ultimately, a nice pass right there. Boy, like a 3-on-2 fast break. And Johnson with a nice catch and shoot, coming with 1:53 left here in the third. And the lead is now back up to 2, 6-4 Firebirds. Back to take the draw, Brendan Krause, as the Blue Jays kind of switch between Krause and King as the two officials talk things over. And who are they going to award the ball to? It looks like we're going to redo it here. Bit of equipment issue there as the official takes a look at the stick. Now they got their sticks stuck together. Look at that. That's a great shot right there. Brendan Krause and Joey Workman have their sticks tangled up. And now they're just going to say, you know what, we can't separate it, so let's get someone else in there to do the draw. So Workman and Krause will figure out their stick situation on the sideline. King will come in for the Blue Jays. And it looks like that's Hayden Fisher, senior defenseman, coming in to take the draw for the Firebirds. Blue Jays win the draw. Sante Dybowski jogs back into the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, let's see if Elmhurst can score a goal and get to within one. 6-4 Carthage. Luke now behind the cage. Krolik here on the near wing, works around a Dybowski screen. Passes to Sante. Boy, Sante, he takes a tough shot, and the save by Raphael. Boy, he had a slight window of opportunity, Sante did, and he took the shot. And just a good save by Blake Raphael. Score remains 6-4. Under a minute to go here in the third. I tell you, it's going to be tough for the Blue Jays. If Carthage scores the next goal, that would put the Firebirds up 3. Blue Jays need a good stop here to close out the third quarter. 6-4 Firebirds. Shot clock turned off. 24 seconds to go in the quarter. Kroc right around midfield. He's guarded by Krolik. Kroc now makes the move. Fry takes the shot, and it gets by Mickelson for the goal. With 10 seconds to go in the quarter, Andrew Fry scores his second goal of the game. Boy, that was huge. It is now a 3-goal advantage from the point. Fry fires and scores his second goal of the night, his 29th goal of the season. And the Firebirds enjoying their biggest lead of the night, a 3-goal advantage, 7-4 with just 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And King and the Blue Jays win the face-off. But only 1 second to go. There is the horn. And we have played 3 periods here in Elmhurst. The visiting Firebirds of Carthage leading by 3, 7-4, as we will head to the fourth quarter. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
And welcome back to Langhorst Field, as we are just about ready to get the fourth quarter underway. Carthage leads 7-4. Kraus and Workman got their sticks straightened out, literally, as they both take the draw here, and we've got a penalty down now. Penalty against Joey Workman. Wow. It has been pretty much a penalty-free ball game. There was a 1-minute slashing penalty against Sam Wallace of Carthage in the first half. And now here, just getting underway in the fourth quarter, Joey Workman takes a knee. So a man-up situation here for the Blue Jays. A great opportunity for Elmhurst to score here. They trail by 3, do the Blue Jays. Marcus Yandel, he's been quiet in this second half, shoots, and Raphael with the save. Yeah, that third quarter, Carthage outscoring the Blue Jays 4-1. Chase Krolik with the only goal for the Blue Jays with a little over 4 minutes to play in the third. Yandel and Ben Luke, they were held in check. They were quiet in that third quarter. Give a lot of credit to this Firebirds defense. Marcus comes out firing here in the fourth quarter, but a nice save by Raphael. And now Carthage with its first offensive possession of the fourth quarter, leading by 3, 7-4. Birchfield passes it off, and the Carthage now on the far wing. Here's Fry. Behind the cage, 23 on the shot clock for Carthage. And that pass is picked off or deflected. Good defense by Daniel Keese. Cubs, by the way, leading the Braves 3-1 in the 7th inning, and a final in Milwaukee. The Bucks end the Bulls season 116-100 was your final. So the Bucks knock off the Bulls in 5 games to move on to the second round. Sox beat the Royals earlier tonight, 7-3. Marcus Yandel now trying to break free. He passes it behind the net. O'Leary. He's been held in check tonight as well. Dybowski, he has a couple of goals for the Blue Jays. Here's Krolik working where Sante tried to set the screen, but Krolik made the move and he shoots it wide to the left. 12:32 exactly left to play here in this one. 7-4, Carthage with the lead. Grebe with a nice pass. Krolik couldn't quite handle it, and he tries to track it down. He cannot. Goes out of bounds, and the Blue Jays turn it over. Carthage in possession, leading by 3. Carthage, by the way, will finish off its regular season this Saturday when they travel to Carroll to take on the Pioneers. So a couple of Wisconsin ball clubs will battle it out on Saturday. That is a 4 o'clock face-off between Carthage and Carroll on Saturday. Birchfield comes in, takes the shot, bounces it in, and Mickelson with a rather easy save. So now it's the Blue Jays in possession. Again, we were tied at 3 at the half, but a big third quarter by Carthage as they outscore the Blue Jays 4-1 in that third period. And the Blue Jays come up empty on that offensive possession. Raphael, the goalkeeper, passes it ahead to Birchfield. Birchfield to Fry. Fry back to George. Just under 11 minutes remaining. Stell gives it off to Fry. Carthage very patient on this offensive possession, trying to run some clock. Birchfield goes low and he gets the goal. Michael Stell with the assist. Birchfield gets the goal, and for Birchfield, that is his second goal of the night. Scored a goal with 10 minutes and 9 seconds to play in that third quarter, and he scores his second goal of the night right there. Goal number 37 on the season for Birchfield. It comes with 10 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the game, and it's now 8-4. Biggest lead of the game for the Firebirds. Blue Jays win the draw. It's going to be awful tough now for the Blue Jays to climb back from a 4-goal deficit with basically 10 minutes to play. Brendan Krause in possession as he passes it off to Sante. Dybowski up top to Luke. And they work it behind. Marcus now curling. Behind the net. Here's Ben Luke as he tries to shoot. He does, but it's wide. Blake Raphael has done a really nice job in goal for Carthage. 8-4 in favor of the Firebirds. Not there for O'Leary. Sante on the drive. He shoots, and that one is wide. Clock now at 9:26 remaining. Carthage in possession. Second game of our doubleheader here tonight on BlueJayTV.com. Earlier today, well, here's Fry now. First of all, Fry taking the shot as Mickelson was not back in goal. Earlier today at 4:30, the Blue Jay women's team took on Augustana, and the Vikings won 20-12. For Augustana, it was its first conference win of the season. And now here in the second game of our doubleheader, the men of the Blue Jays trailing 8-4 to Carthage, under 9 minutes to play. Shot and a goal. Birchfield with another goal for the Firebirds. So back-to-back goals by George Birchfield, this one coming just about a minute and a half after his last goal, and now it's 9-4. And for Birchfield, that's his third goal, so he gets the hat trick. All three of his goals coming here in the second half. It's a 5-goal advantage here for Carthage. King now back in for Elmhurst to take the draw. He's going up against Hayden Fisher. Ball still down on the ground. Who's going to control it? Nobody yet. And finally, it's King that comes up with it. So King, who took the draw, after about a 10-second skirmish, he comes up with it. King on the pass behind the cage was high, but a whistle. And a timeout taken here. I think it's a timeout taken by Coach Morrell and the Blue Jays here with 8 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in this one. Carthage leads by a score of 9-4. And you have to think that the Illinois Wesleyan Titans are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. I'm sure Wesleyan very interested in the results of this game here tonight. Of course, Illinois Wesleyan, your league leaders at 5-0. Carthage coming into this game in second place in the league at 3-1. Elmhurst and Transylvania tied for third at 2-2 in the league. So if this lead holds up for Carthage, Carthage will be 4-1 in the league and remain in second place to Illinois Wesleyan. Blue Jays would try to play spoiler Saturday when they travel to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. Carthage will be at Carroll on Saturday to finish off their regular season schedule. That's a 4 o'clock start at Carroll. Just over 8 minutes remaining here. Blue Jays with the ball, trailing by 5. Biggest lead of the game here for Carthage. Here's Grebe at the point, flips it off to Sante in the far wing. Dybowski with a shot, and that one is wide. Under 8 minutes left. And really at this point, it is a must goal really on every possession here for the Blue Jays, because you're only going to have an X number of amount of opportunities. Oh, good defensive play in the steal. Carthage now on the attack. Great steal by Birchfield, and Birchfield takes it all the way and scores. And does a flip after. How about that? Take another look at it here. You'll see that, well, there's after the steal, Nobody closing out, and he will just come in. Now he makes the move right there, and it gets by Mickelson. And now watch the flip right here. Pretty impressive right there. So that goal makes it now 10-4, and that puts the nail in the coffin here, if you will, for Carthage. Even though there's still 7:29 left to play, a 6-goal deficit at this point of the game. It's going to be awful tough. Joey Workman now in possession. And Joey Workman says, let's calm things down here as he passes it off to Kroc. Shot and a save. Alec Gurn trying to get into the scoring column for the Firebirds, but he is denied by Noah Mickelson. So the Blue Jays are going to come up short tonight, and they would have lost 3 of their last 4 games heading into Saturday's game at Illinois Wesleyan. Marcus Yandel passes it to Dybowski. Back to Marcus. 6:23 left. Blue Jays with the possession, trailing by 6. Carthage, got to give them credit. Boy, the Firebirds came out strong here in the second half, especially early on in the third quarter. They won the draws. They controlled the time of possession. Oh, that one hits the post, and that one goes all the way out of bounds. Carthage scoring 4 goals in that third quarter to Elmhurst 1. Birchfield, Johnson, Workman, Fry each had goals in that third quarter. So they had a 7-4 advantage heading into the final period. Birchfield coming up big here in this fourth quarter for the Firebirds. And the Blue Jays turn the ball over here as we are at the 5:35 mark of this one. Mark Kruger along with Greg Rosel. We thank Greg for his efforts here tonight. We thank you as well for, and there's another goal by the Firebirds as they are just kind of pouring it on here now. It is now 11-4 in favor of Carthage. Take another look at it here. You see the Firebirds thought perhaps they were going to just run some clock, but nothing doing there. There's the shot and the goal. .521 remaining. The lead is now 7. Carthage wins that draw. See how the Firebirds play it here, leading by 7 with just over 5 minutes remaining. Into the game for the Blue Jays now is number 24, Philo Beyond. And they want 65 seconds on the shot clock, apparently. There's 5 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the game. So we know for certain your top 2 teams in the league, Illinois Wesleyan and Carthage. It's still undetermined who's going to be the other 2 teams in the CCIW Conference Tournament. Transylvania, by the way, will be at North Central on Friday night. And then Transylvania will be at Augustana on Saturday. So it's going to be an interesting end to the regular season and an interesting CCIW Conference Tournament. Here's Ben Kroc. This is a well-balanced offensive unit for Carthage. And their defense has been just as impressive, holding the Blue Jays down here. Marcus and Ben, your two offensive leaders, they were sort of neutralized here tonight. Marcus passes it off, taking the shot and scoring for the Blue Jays, number 26, Tommy Smith. Six-foot freshman from Duluth, Minnesota. There's a tail end of it. Boy, he really wound up and fired it, and it got by Raphael to make it 11-5. And for the Blue Jays, it's just their second goal of the entire second half. Chase Krolik had the only goal for the Blue Jays in the third quarter. And now Smith with the lone goal for the Blue Jays here in the fourth quarter, as we are at the 4-minute mark of this one. And Kroc will jog it, and he will wait for his teammates as he throws it over to Fry. Birchfield holding, Trent Nyberg guiding him. Andrew Johnson, he was impressive. He came up with the first goal for Carthage tonight with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first quarter to tie the game up at 1. Unassisted goal by him. Birchfield holding on to it nicely. Now he drops the ball, and it's scooped up by Castaneda. But the Blue Jays lose it, and they turn it right back over to the Firebirds. Boy, the clock continuing to run quickly. It's already at 2:42 now, with Carthage leading by 6, 11-5. Here's O'Leary now as he tries to pick it up, and he does. Parker on the near wing throws it behind the cage to Marcus. Marcus has been neutralized here tonight. Give a lot of credit to this Carthage defense. Marcus passes it to Dybowski, and Sante couldn't get off a shot. Carthage really closing out nicely defensively. Sante with the move, backs out. And now it's Luke. Ben stops. Throws it over to Sante on the far wing. Dybowski shoots it, it's high. 1:40 remaining here. 11-5, Carthage with the lead. So it looks like the Blue Jays lacrosse programs are going to come up empty in our doubleheader here tonight. The women losing to Augustana 20-12, and now the men are going to drop to Carthage. A minute and a half left. Jake Grebe looking for his second goal. It comes up high into the right. So we'll be with you on Saturday morning. Final game of the season for the women's team. 10 o'clock in the morning, the start of that one. And, well, the horn went off for some reason, but there's still a minute and 14 left to play. The shot clock horn went off. Carthage now in possession, and we got a whistle. Couple of substitutions here for both teams. Checking in for Elmhurst, number 24, Philo Bion. Philo's a 6'2 sophomore. He's a Californian. So it's going to be Carthage ball here on the restart with 1:05 left. And we restart. This is Birchfield. He would probably get player of the game honors. Birchfield curling around, not there. Under a minute to go. 11-5 in favor of the Firebirds. So Carthage will improve now to 11-4 overall, 4-1 in the league. For the Blue Jays, they will drop to 10-5 overall and 2-3 in the CCIW. Final game of the regular season for both teams. The Blue Jays will be at Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday. The Firebirds will be at Carroll on Saturday. Ben Kroc will just run this one out. 5 seconds to go in the ball game. And your final score here from Langhorst Field. Carthage wins it over Elmhurst by a score of 11-5. So a great performance by David Neff and his Firebirds as they knock off the Blue Jays here in Elmhurst 11-5. So that'll do it here from Langhorst Field. Once again, we'll be with you on Saturday morning as the Blue Jays women's team in their final game of the season, they will be taking on Marion at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Mark Kruger saying, hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, your final score, Carthage wins it 11-5. So long, everybody.